episode of Adventures in Entrepreneurship. I'm your host, Jared. This is Captain Clay, and we're here to help you navigate the tricky waters of entrepreneurship. Today, Clay, we are talking about confidence. We touched on it just a little bit last episode in an inappropriate way, and we are going to expound on that and unpack that a little further in this episode, talking about confidence. And here on the notes here, it shows that confidence, the ultimate success determinator.
Well, I'll give you an example. I'm reading Steve Jobs' book right now, and he started a company called Next, which basically meant his next act after being fired from Apple. So he started a company called Next. This company had been in business for about 2 years and never made money. In fact, it spent a lot of money and never made a profit at all, never even produced a product. And he went out with confidence and told Ross Perot and other investors that his company, 10% of his company, was worth $2 million, or was worth $3 million to a group of investors. And they all said no. And he's like, well, I believe then 10% of our business is worth $30 million or $20 million, something like that. And he ended up getting $20 million for 10% of a company that had never made money. It was just offices and good people and a theory. And that's confidence. You have to have confidence to get stuff done. You're not going to raise capital with going, well, it might work. You have to know that it's going to work. You have to believe it's going to work. You have to have a distorted view of reality. You've got to work with passion to make sure it comes into fruition.
So true. And confidence is defined as this: belief in oneself and one's powers or abilities, self-confidence, self-reliance, assurance. His lack of confidence defeated him. Where would you say that? Sorry, were you going to jump in there?
No, it's fine. I was just saying the definition. I mean, it's so important that you believe in your own abilities. You believe in that. I mean, you have to do it. You got to do. The best business leaders are not good at specific things other than organizing labor to achieve a specific solution for people's problems. I mean, Sam Walton wasn't back there going, I'm the best shelf stocker of all time. No one can stock shelves like me, baby. Rockefeller wasn't the best discoverer of oil. He wasn't out there going, look at the map, it's right here. You didn't have Oprah, going, oh my gosh, I'm the best editor of all time. I mean, it wasn't like that. Those are technicians. The best business minds are good at organizing. They find a good editor, they find a good oil discoverer, they find a good, and they put them all together, and then they push them at a speed that everyone's a little bit uncomfortable with. And you're going to have to be comfortable and have confidence knowing that your vision is worth pursuing.
Definitely. And those are some pictures on a grand scale. Even the analogy of a pilot. And the pilot does one thing. He gets the plane up off the ground. He gets it to 30,000 feet, and then he lands the plane safely. This guy is not back there serving peanuts or drinks or getting people pillows or cleaning the restroom or things of that nature. His job is to get it up there, and you never hear the pilot get on the intercom and, well, folks, I think we're going to do this today, or he's always extremely confident. Nobody cares what he's saying. So you have something a little more valuable than what the pilot's saying. I don't care that we're flying at 30,000 feet, but irregardless, the pilot is always extremely confident in what he's doing. And knows that from the time he takes off to the time that he lands, he's the one that's in control. No one else is in control. They lock that door. You have to have a password to get in the door, and nothing else is going to deviate from his plan.
And I tell you, the pilot could freak people out just by making an announcement like what you talked about. He could say something like, I think we're going to probably make it there. Attention passengers, I think we'll probably make it there. Going through some turbulence and never been through these before. What do we do? What do we do? Hey, stewardess, come up here and give me some confidence. All right, that's the thing is you either inspire confidence or you inspire doubt. You inspire people to believe in you or not. So I just ask you rhetorically, think about that today. Do you inspire confidence or do you inspire doubt?
And it's only one or the other. There's no middle ground when you're the leader. It is you're inspiring confidence, or people think you're an absolute tool. And nobody wants to be a tool. The
Tim Tebow effect, baby. Unbelievable. Love Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow, if you want to adopt me, I'll work out with my parents. You can be co-parents. It's awesome. It's unbelievable. The guy, does everything wrong, but he has the confidence, and people love being on his team. Defensive players, Champ Bailey on defense said, I am more inspired, or he said something like, I am more inspired to play with Tim Tebow. I play a little bit harder when Tim Tebow's playing offense for us. What? You're a defensive player. You're a Pro Bowl player. Shouldn't you play hard all the time? Yeah, but I play a little bit harder when Tim Tebow's on the field. Why? Because he inspires confidence. It's crazy.
There you go. Confidence comes from?
It comes from believing in your cause. So just a real deal. I really, really, really believe in God, but I didn't years ago. So now when I talk to people about inviting them to church, I do it with confidence. And I really don't care whether you agree with me, whether you're offended by me. I'm just going to do it because I feel that's what I need to do. I saw how much it's done for me, and I'm still a complete jerk and a man-bear pig, but at least I'm able to get through life while maintaining a basic level of decency. And I just, it's with confidence I do that. And basically, because I believe in the cause. Now, if you were to say, Clay, will you help raise money for some various organization? I couldn't do it because I don't have confidence in it. I don't like it. So if you're working at a job right now and you don't have confidence in where you're at, you need to bail out. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just if you don't have confidence in what you're doing, you need to bail out. Jared, I know you guys right now are doing a lot of cool stuff with your detailing, a lot of your video stuff, but you have confidence in the product.
Absolutely.
And it's all the difference in the world. You have confidence in the product. And if you don't, you got to bail out. So I just want to encourage you to have confidence in the product. The other thing is it comes from feeling called to do something. Like you're feeling it's a bigger purpose. Steve Jobs, I felt called. I feel like I was my job is to make technology that people can use, incorporate it into people's lives, making personal computers. Sam Walton felt called to bring down the cost of living for the average American. Southwest Airlines, Herb Keller felt called to make flying more affordable than driving. These are big causes. What is your cause? What is the cause? And the final thing is that you have to feel like you have no other alternative. Now I know that sounds crazy, but you have to feel like you're being chased by a lion. Whether that lion is debt, whether that lion is that you don't have any other job skills. Blake Ewing, I lost to him at the Tulsies. I lost to Blake Ewing at the Tulsies, and he's a great entrepreneur. But he made an unbelievably great comment. He said, people talk about how entrepreneurship is tough, but it's not that tough when I stop and consider the alternatives. I really don't have any other job skills. If I wasn't an entrepreneur, I wouldn't be doing much of anything. So you got to have a little bit of that excitement, that big call, but you also have to have that little bit of a feeling of like, there's no alternative.
Man, there you go. Confidence manifests itself.
The way you talk. Do you talk with confidence or do you talk with doubt? The way you walk. Do you walk, like you're going to a purpose, or do you walk like those dudes at the mall who are walking like in slow-mo, checking out the chicks, wanting to know what's happening? There's dudes at the mall who walk through without purpose, and the people at Macy's go, they're not buying something, you wait on them. No, I'll help them. No, you help them. You help them. I'm not going to talk to that guy. I don't waste my time. You talk to him. Does people at Macy's know whether you're going to come in there and confidently buy something, or if you're just coming out to hang out? And the final thing is the way you speak. I'm not talking about the way you talk. I'm talking about the way that you speak in front of like a large group of people. Do you say, this is going to happen, or do you kind of ask for people's support and maybe they'll come alongside? A lot of jobs of CEOs, just for the record, a lot of CEOs are promoted to be CEOs because they're good spokespeople. People are like, why did he get chosen? All he is good at speaking. That's a huge thing. I mean, if you're the president of a company, or
the president of our country right now is the president of our country because he could read a speech really well.
That's it. And I'm just telling you this. I mean, there's pastors of churches right now, and it sounds terrible, but there's pastors of churches who are awesome with the day-to-day ministry skills, but when they get on the stage, they don't convey confidence. So whether that's fair or not, I'm just telling you this is how people perceive confidence. You've got to be able to speak with confidence. Back to you, Jim.
So how do you develop confidence?
I'm going to give you three things you can do here. One, you want to pursue your passions. If you're not passionate about it, get out of there. If that job doesn't help you to get where you want to go, or if you're not passionate about the job in and of itself, the service or product, get out. Leave. Go. People walk into the office and the boss knows whether you're passionate or not. Customers know it. Second is invest in yourself. Put money aside to invest in the things that you want to believe in, that you want to support, you want to get into. And the third is you got to believe you're a big deal. You really have to believe you're a big deal. You have to believe that you are put on the planet Earth for a purpose. I get that belief from my belief in God, but before I believed in God, I I was just a jerk who believed that I have a profound existence and I was put on earth to get things done, you know. But you have to believe you have a cause. You've got to do it, you know. And I strongly encourage you to just tap into the reasons why you're on the planet. Sit down and talk about it. Why am I here? What am I supposed to do? And just focus on it, baby. You can do it.
There you go. Clay, if you would send us off here. Actually, if you have any questions or comments, you can always post those on our Facebook page or YouTube channel. You can email Clay directly, clay@makeyourlifeepic.com. That's clay@makeyourlifeepic.com. Clay, quick 15-second send-off. What do you have for us?
I just want to encourage you that if your throwing motion stinks, if your footwork's awful, if you were drafted in late first round only because people felt like they should probably draft the Heisman at some point, you know, that's okay, because you can still win on the NFL level with confidence. If you're a business owner, that's what Tim Tebow did. If you have dyslexia, you're not good at reading, you're not really good at math, as long as you have confidence, you can still make it to the next level. There's a lot of leaders, a lot of business people have done that. If you're a comedian, it's not that funny. Guess what? Steve Martin wasn't that funny, but he found a way to combine music and magic and all these things he was kind of good at, and the one thing he was great at. So go out there and make it happen.
We'll see you next time.